Cancer cells don't actually want to kill, they just want to grant humans immortality. But the problem is humans are too weak to endure the cancer cells' frantic draining of nutrients. So this grand plan for immortality, which should have been a win-win, ultimately turned into a fight to the death. The unwilling cancer cells, while desperately growing and strengthening, are also destined to die with their host. But did you know? In 1951, cancer cells taken from a patient's body surprisingly live for over 60 years, undying and immortal, becoming a legend in the scientific community. What incredible secrets do they truly hide? Are they a hope for saving lives, or the beginning of another disaster? These cells, named HeLa, came from a female patient named Henrietta Lacks. She was admitted to Johns Hopkins Hospital for cervical cancer, and doctors took cancer cell samples from her for routine research. But what they didn't expect was that these cells broke through the natural limits of cell life, continuously reproducing, which was astonishing. Normal cells can only divide 50 to 60 times at most, and once their telomeres shorten completely, they die. But HeLa cells possess a special enzyme, telomerase, which repairs the telomeres at the chromosome ends, keeping them eternally young, replicating endlessly. This mutation-driven immortality achieved a miracle in medical history. HeLa cells became a universal sample for global science, their research driving breakthroughs in vaccines, biology, cancer, and other fields. It not only supported polio vaccine development, but also aided drug research for diseases like AIDS and HPV. Even more astonishingly, this cell line, from an ordinary woman, has been active for over 70 years, dividing into over 50 million tons of cells, a weight equivalent to 11 human bodies combined. It's not just a scientific sample, but a bridge connecting life and death, immortality and demise. However, behind the immortality of HeLa cells also lies the complexity of human nature. For decades, the Lacks family received almost no respect or right to know that privacy and rights became the focus of ethical debate. The story of HeLa cells is not just a scientific marvel, but a profound reflection on human dignity and ethical standards. Furthermore, HeLa cells also inspired exploration into the limits of human understanding. Scientists used them to study gene mapping, cell aging, cancer mechanisms, and even the effects of space weightlessness on human cells. It participated in space experiments by the former Soviet Union and the US, a crucial breakthrough in extraterrestrial bioscience. Latest research shows HeLa cells still play a key role in virus research. Especially in viral vaccine development, scientists use them to simulate infections and test drug efficacy, greatly boosting the speed and accuracy of epidemic response. To date, over 65,000 academic papers have been published, and more than 11,000 patents generated from HeLa cell research globally. The scientific community even uses it as an international metric for cell research. Just like the unified standard of the meter, HeLa cells became the gold standard for cell experiments. However, HeLa cells still present many unsolved mysteries to science. How exactly do they avoid the aging mechanism of normal cells? Can we help humanity solve the mystery of aging, even achieve cellular immortality? This directly challenges the boundaries of medical ethics and biosafety. Some scientists believe HeLa cells are like a mirror, reflecting humanity's desire for immortality and fear of death. They make us realize that the boundaries of life might not be as fixed as we imagine, and future medical revolutions could be rooted here. Although HeLa cells took Henrietta Lacks' life, they allowed her to live on in human history in another way. In every lab's refrigerator, in every research report, her DNA and legend reside. The boundary between life and death becomes exceptionally blurred before this immortal cell. It is precisely this inconspicuous cell that broke the limits of life, rewriting humanity's understanding of disease, aging, and the essence of life. The story of HeLa cells is far from over. It has just begun. When we ponder its immortal mystery, we should consider if human immortality is science's ultimate hope or an unbearable cost.